Alright, today's the day I review the Esee Junglas, or Junglas, however you like to call it. This features a very nice kydex sheath. This kydex sheath is probably one of the best kydex sheaths I've ever got from a production-made knife. This sheath is thick kydex with lots of eyelets for lashings. Comes with a MOLLE-compatible Cordura backing for your belt loop, stuff like that. You've got a little retention strap here so it doesn't come out. But even without that, it still doesn't come out. You've got a really positive snap right there. So this is the sheath. Oh, drainage hole at the end as well. The sheath is kick-ass right off the bat, but the blade itself is even better. And this is one thick hunk of 1095 high carbon steel. Pretty nice micarta handles. Now the fit and finish on this thing is not, what you'd expect, but obviously it is a production made knife. But the fit and finish is decent. I wrapped it with some hockey tape because it was just, it's a little bit too slippery for me, but this does do the job even without any additions. You've got an exposed part here for a pommel. It's got a full flat grind. Well, not really full, it ends around here, so partial full flat grind almost, but not quite there. The finish on it is, I believe, Teflon or something, I don't know. But it's a pretty decent finish. Now, let's go test this puppy out. Now for the Esee Junglas, we're going to talk about, we're going to do a Gideon's tactical type, video. So I'll roll in some footage right now of it chopping. As you can see, it is a very formidable chopper, not the best, but for its size and its weight, it's a very good chopper. And let me show you the weight. It is perfectly, well, not really perfectly balanced. Right about here. Yeah, right about there, it's balanced. So it's pretty equal balance, you've got equal weight on the handle and blade. So that was pretty interesting to me. And I thought that, big gas choppers like this should have more weight forward on it. But obviously this is designed to be a, kind of like a machete slash chopper slash survival knife. So obviously I wouldn't just take just this, I'd take a smaller knife with me. Because God, doing bushcraft with this sucks, let me tell you that. Here's some footage of it cutting. And I know it's not that good. Obviously, this is a chopper and it does big knife tasks. So if you're gonna plan on using this to whittle sticks, which only an idiot would do, yeah, it's not gonna work as good. So let me show you another quick demonstration of it whittling, if the camera will focus. Yeah, not really the best job. It is controllable, it does work, but it really isn't the same thing as a smaller knife. So yeah. Only an idiot would buy the Junglas for carving tasks. So now let's hit batoning. Batoning on this thing is amazing, let me tell you that. It does not get really stuck whatsoever. The full flat grind helps with that. And it is almost a 1/4 of an inch thick. Wait, no, not really. It's just almost a 1/4 of an inch thick, I believe. I don't really have the specs on me right now, but this thickness on this acts as pretty much like a wedge. Now this isn't really, the thickest blade. It is not even a 1/4 of an inch thick. Those would be better for batoning, but just the length and the amount of blade you get for the batoning capabilities of this is pretty big and pretty excellent. Even though this isn't really a thick blade, just the length of it acts as like extra leverage for you to baton your piece of wood, and it does it just fine. So yeah, a complaint I have with this is it doesn't really have a choil up here. It doesn't really need one, but if it just had a little choil up here for your finger to rest in, it would be much more comfortable. Now, I did a bit of destruction tests on this. Let me roll in some footage. I hit some rocks with it. It wasn't really destruction, more like testing the toughness of it. Now, only an idiot would do that in a survival situation or just normal use. Now, I am an idiot and I wanted to do that just to see how well it would perform, and it didn't break. The heat treatment on the 1095 that Esee does is excellent. Obviously, there's really no need to, do that to your blade when you're out in the wild. But just for seeing how much the blade can handle, this does handle it quite well. Now the sheath, it really isn't made to be carried on the belt. Now it is too big for your waist, but I've done it sometimes. It works just fine. But yeah, I'd rather strap this to a bag or something like that. I wouldn't really want to have this on my waist. Or you could do a shoulder rig or whatever. Don't really know how to do that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, as a pretty much do-it-all knife, it really what this excels in the most is versatility. Now this just has a lot of versatility. It just takes all the elements of a big knife, a machete, and well, survival knife. I mean chopping knife, sorry. And it just molds it into one. This is a really popular design. Now my review isn't really that important because there's a lot of other reviews. I thought I'd just throw mine into the mix. But yeah, the Esee Junglas is a very good blade. Now, retailing this thing, I think it was like 200 bucks or something, or just over 200 bucks. But you can get it for like $100, 150, anywhere around that mark. I got mine for $300, which is ridiculous. I know, that's why I was so hesitant to use this when I first got it. But I do live in Australia, so the prices are pretty jacked up. Now, how has it well over time? It has a bit of rust in it because I did take it out fishing once, and I caught up some eels with it. So yeah, and it did a pretty good job at dispatching like animals too. I wouldn't think that you take this for hunting, but if you wanted to like kill a pig with this, you really could. Just a big wide blade would drain them really quick and kill them really humanely fast. Yeah, that's about it. So the Esee Junglas is a very nice blade for pretty much anyone looking for a do-it-all knife. This is a bit big. You can get other things as a do-it-all knife, but if you want to step it up a notch and have chopping capabilities, this is an excellent choice. And I would not hesitate to lay my hands on it. And for anyone wondering, yes, I am still going to do the knife making thing. Getting a belt grinder really soon, just really hoping I can sell the house as soon as possible. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. I will have a bunch of nice videos coming up soon. And yeah, so see you guys later. Holy shit, he's huge.
Are you gonna eat this guy?
Nah. Alright, bring him up. Wait, just getting a close up on him. He's pretty good.